we were asked to choose a field of choice that we have to investigate. So the field that I have chosen is the field of travel or traveling. Um, as of today, modern technologies are used in traveling industries. As a matter of fact, there are many programs and applications dedicated in this certain industry. In an article in the Travel Technology and Solutions, a writer stated that travel agents ignore technology and its impact on travel agencies at your peril. Technology is constantly altering the tools you use, how you use those tools, how you communicate with clients, and how clients do or don't rely on it for their travel needs. Basically, it is saying that the field of traveling is being affected by the modern technologies. To back it up, there are some applications and websites that were being used for in the industry of traveling. One of the examples is booking.com, which is it offers you an option that you can book a hotel or something in this app. And the Expedia, it is one of the best known booking apps, same as booking.com. Hotels.com, which is the name says it, which is you can book a lot of you can have choices, a lot of choices of hotels where you can book in. TripAdvisor it is a website if you're looking for something, let's say basic commodities, restaurants or something. TripAdvisor is the application for you. Trivago, it is also an app which is being advertised here in the country. And one of the best applications that I've seen through the net is the Embros Kiosk check-in application. It is a new app that they are boasting that they are the next generation. They are a core check-in and bag drop application available to airlines and airports. It is available with a fully customized scheme. The Embros KCI is full-featured, modular, and lightning fast. That's what they say in their website. This is one of the new innovations in the travel industry. A self-service kiosk deployed by the world's leading airports of deliver self-service check-in capability for multiple airlines on a single kiosk. Now, since we had a background check on how technology is affecting traveling and the field of traveling, since we have that already, I have this hypothetical business, which I think the one on my work is wrong, because you have told us that the what do you call it again, the hypothetical business should be a business that is already done, but in this you should just improve it or something like that, I guess. And this one I made my own business, but I'm just gonna discuss it anyways. I thought that the most compatible one for me is an application that would ask for your desired travel location and what tourist attractions in the certain locations are. It would also show reviews from other users and average money that it would cost. Of course, it would vary depending on what country you are from and what destination you would travel. Still, it would be a good to it would be a good thing to have an idea before you travel, but at the start, since there would be less or no users yet, it would be just reviews from the internet. Since the feedbacks from the users would there would only be feedbacks from the user if there would already be users. So at the start, we're just going to have reviews that came from the internet, which are already their feedbacks about the travel destinations. It would be the same as Google, where you can search a lot of things. But in this case, it would be all about a place, the travel destination that you want to go. Let's say you search for Siargao, then it would show the different attractions from Siargao, how much it cost them, and the reviews from others. Now we have the hardware and software requirements. The hardware would be just a simple smartphone. They For an Android, the Android version should be 6 or higher, and in iOS, iOS 6 or higher. The Android version 6, so that many users could still access in the application. We don't want traveling up to be out of reach for some, because if we what do you call this? If we raise up the version, there could be some phones which are not capable. We want it to be accessible for everyone. iOS 6, because the most you the what do you call this? The iPhone 5 is the most common oldest iPhone being used. There are still many markets selling the iPhone 5 or 5S, and the OS that they use, the minimum version of it, is iOS 6. So in that case, we're gonna use iOS 6 so that the iPhone 5 users, can still use it. Then the breakdown of cost. For smartphone that is budget phones, they range from 10,000 to 24,000. It still depends if they are brand new, because it would cost less if they are GPP, second-hand, or factory unlocked phones only. Then for smartphones which are flagship, they are 30,000 pesos and up. Depends on brand, color, storage capacity. If they are also brand new, although the price range is based on the brand new, but it could be less for those who are second hands and GPP unlocks, just like the other thing on the budget phones. So these recommendations for the phone's Android or iOS versions has been carefully chosen with respect to some variables. Those variables are, for example, the one that I said about the iPhone 5. That could be a variable. Which phone are currently being used by people, etc. Android version 6 or higher for Androids, because still there are many budget phones from the past are still being used by many Filipinos, which is partially true. I can see some still using those old model phones. So some never get updated because either they don't have internet for it or they don't know how to update it. It would be nice for them to see them having access to our app. For iOS version, we can still see lots of iPhone 5 users in the country, just like what I've said earlier. To top of that, these are also the cheapest ones being sold by resellers. Yeah, because they're so old. They're very old models, so they are the cheapest ones, which you can still use. Meaning there might be lots of people using it since it was cheap and easily found in the market. You can just open Facebook and can find some being sold at a very cheap price. So the minimum iOS version for it is iOS 6 and can be updated until iOS 10. So the iOS version was based on the iPhone 5, which is the most common iPhone that is old. I mean, who uses iPhone 4 nowadays? So iPhone 5 is the minimum. Then if it goes higher, then that's fine. They can use the app. Then that's it.